Good evening, everybody, and you are welcome to today's class. Today, we are going to be working on the DAX measures for our BankyHospital, right? We're going to be writing every measure together today. As much as possible today, we are meant to write close to 20 to 30 measures, right? So it's a very, very important class. And that is why, even though I know I'm not in a convenient place, but at least I must still have this class today so that next week we just start plotting, visualizing, wireframing, and everything, right? So, what are we going to do before we start, right? We actually discussed about the model already. We did all that, and I want to believe that everybody, we all have our model. We all have our model now, right? We all have all our the model for the Banky Hospital. We have it properly done now. I want to believe so, that we all have the model done on our computers too. Is that right, everybody? Perfect, perfect. So now, if you notice, I am taking this thing bit by bit, and I don't want to rush and do everything in just one day, because it will not be, people will not fully understand the reason why we are doing all the things that we are doing if we did not break it down the way we are breaking it down. And that is why I'm taking sure that when you want to sit down and do your own, you follow the same pattern like we did. Oh, we first look at the data. We first understood the data. We first look at everything that is inside each and every of the columns, right? We understood how they are related to one another. Are you following me? Good. So then from there, what did we do? We now started data cleaning, right? We divided our data cleaning into first checking out all the dimension tables to see if everything is repeating, or if not, if everything is showing only one time. Then from there, what else did we do? We checked again if all our what's it called? If all our what do we call it again? If all our facts table, all the stuff in the facts table, all the primary keys are connected properly. We also check the dates if it is correct. We check the units. We check everything to make sure everything is correct. We cleaned our data. We transformed our data to make sure everything is okay. That was the second thing we did, right? That's the transform. Then we now loaded. So we extracted the data. We transformed the data. Now we have loaded the data into our Power BI. Now, when we loaded the data into Power BI, what did we do? Did we start doing any form of any form of visualization? No, we did not start visualization. What did we start with? The only thing we started with immediately is to work on the data model. Yes, Judith, you have raised your hand. Do you have a question for me?
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am.
No, you see, what I noticed in my model that was automatically created by Power BI, I
Yes.
had two more relationships that we didn't create, that we do not have here.
Okay, which one?
So, yeah, there was a relationship between doctor and branch, and department and doctor. So I
Okay.
was wondering if it was really necessary to have that.
So why do you want to relate doctor and branch?
So, like each a doctor belongs to a particular branch, and you also belong to a particular department. So I was wondering, why is it that Power BI is creating that the two more relationships that us we did consider like
Yes,
necessary?
yes, but if you notice, one of them was open, one of them was active, the other was not active, right? Did you notice?
Let me just check because I
Check it
have it.
now. Check it. So it's because if you look at the doctor's table, you will notice that there is not only doctor and branch. There is also department ID to connect the doctor to department like this, isn't it?
Yes, 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 that is there.
Yes. There is also the branch ID to connect the doctor to the branch, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly. Yes, you could, but um, we could actually do that as well, right? We could actually do that, but I don't see a reason or a need to, because this guy already is linking to this guy, and this guy is already leading to this guy. So what we can do is, if we know that this one goes into this, right? And this guy wants to speak to this and this. Instead of making this one a singular this thing, we can actually just make this a cross filter. Do you understand? Do you understand what I am saying? We can make
I
it
heard what you said, but I didn't understand. Like when you
okay.
said that we make it a cross
Let me show
filter,
you.
that is
If
why
you
you
look
got
at
me
this,
lost.
the cross filter direction is single. We can make it both, such that you know that if it's single, doctor can go into visit but cannot go to branch. Do you understand? So the
Mm-hmm.
question you ask yourself is, do you want branch to filter doctors as well, or do you want or you want doctors, the branch ID in doctors? Do you want it to filter the branch ID in branch, or do you want the branch ID in branch to filter the branch ID in doctors? How will I put this thing now? I mean, you raised your hand. Do you want to add to it?
Like,
Hello.
sir, I feel like according to the test validation we did the other time, if you
Yes.
could make our branch ID a filter, a slicer, be a
Yes.
filter,
This is it
it will
here.
still work around because we're already passing through. I
Okay.
just
Let's see.
tried doing it about
That's true. Let's confirm. Let's bring our doctors. Let's bring our doctor names. Right. So let's show them here. Okay. Let me remove this one. So these are all the doctors. So let's see if we bring branch ID here. Did it filter the doctors? No, it did not. If I bring the second one, it did not. Eh, it's like it's filtering it. Oh. It's not filtering it. You can see that it's not filtering it.
Yeah.
But watch this. Watch this. Let's make this. So what I'm saying is this. We know that if you look at it, you are doing one to many, isn't it? This one too is still one. To this place, it is going to be many in this place. So normally, we could have done branch to branch like this. That will give us one to many, and we can save it. Are you following me? But you can see now it's telling me that
Yes.
there's an ambiguous part. Do you see? There's an ambiguous part. So what can we do instead? What if we make this one a cross filter? Watch. So what does this mean? It means that this guy can enter this one, but this branch can enter visit and enter doctors. Now let me change it back. Let me remove it again. Let me change it back to single so that you see something. I want you to look at the direction of the arrow. Look at the direction of the arrow. Do you see that the arrow actually goes from one into the star? Can you see it? Which means it is only it is this doctors that is filtering can go into the visits, but visits cannot go into the doctors. Judith, are you following me? Same thing for
Yes, I'm
branch.
following.
Branch can move from here and enter here, but it cannot go out of it. So, but if I make this one, if I make it a cross filter, cross direction filter, right, and it goes, watch. What it means, like I said, that it is now back and forth, right? It means this guy or any guy that enters this guy can also enter this guy. So watch. So did you see? Did you see what happened? Did you see what has happened to our filtering? Please, are you all seeing it?
Yes.
That's the effect of cross filtering. Oh. So you just need to be strategic about it. Do you see I was strategic about it? The same thing with department ID. I don't need to come and open department ID again, no. Because if I go back here and I pick any department, if I go to department ID now, department, and I pick department ID and I make it a slicer now, eh? Any department I choose should be able to filter my doctors now. Any department I choose should be able to filter my this thing now. But it's not filtering now. Yeah, it's filtering now. Yeah, it is
I
filtering.
move your suggested visual so we can see like the
Yeah, it is.
doctors
You
this
can
thing.
see that. You can also see that it is filtering. Yes, it is filtering. The names are changing. Yes, it is filtering. So now why? Because the two of them, anybody that goes into visit, the reality is anybody that goes into visit can now go into doctors. Do you understand? Anybody that you know that all of them goes into visits, into visits, into visits, into visits. So all of them that goes into visits can also now filter the doctors. That is the meaning of this. What's this thing called? The cross filter. So it can filter like that in that manner. Do you all understand, everybody? Do we all understand?
Yes.
Okay. Amina, do you understand now? Amina, do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Sorry,
So now,
I've understood. I've
yes,
understood.
yes.
But what I haven't understood, okay, like I've understood what you're supposed to do, but
Hmm.
what I've not understood is how to do it. Like, how do we now change it to cross filter?
I just did it now. Just double click on the line. Double click.
Or just double click on, okay.
You will see cross filter. Can you see cross filter direction? Can you see my screen at all?
Yes, yes.
Hold on, let me see.
Oh, okay. When you double click on that, it just changes,
Oh,
automatically.
It's
sorry.
not showing.
I'm not sharing my full screen on. Okay, present something else. Let me present the entire screen. Okay, good. Now, so when you double click on it, pam pam, it will bring this out. See cross, can you see cross filter direction?
Yes.
So you see that it is in both. Usually it was in single before.
Okay, okay, yeah.
So when it was in single, you will see all these two will scatter. Nothing is happening, nothing is filtering again. Do you see? Do you see? But immediately I changed that one because I'm strategic about it. It's the only one that connects these two, but all of them, this is connecting everybody. I can double click on it and make it what? Both, which means that I can flow just like the flow of the river, right? Just like the flow of the river. You can see this one can flow. If you look at direction, direction is that it enters into this place, then it can enter into this place. But if this one enters into this place, can he enter to this place to branch? Can doctors go from here to branch?
No,
No. Why? Because it is opposing this flow. Do you
yeah.
get it now? That is exactly what I'm talking about. So that is why. So you can see everything is working now. Do you see now? So in branch 6, department 5, we have this doctor Uchechi Afolabi, and this person brought in $2 million and is seeing 120. So you can see bill amount in naira. Let's quickly change that. We need to put it in naira before we do any DAX. So this is the amount. So how do I make this in naira? I come to this place, I click on it, and I scroll down. I think there's a bar down there. So you see the bar in naira. So that will make everything there in naira. So if I come back here now, you can see now we have it in naira. Perfect. So that is how that is done. I believe I've been able to answer all our questions, everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, Amina, go ahead with your question. Or who else? Is it question and answer I want to do today? Okay, yeah. Amina, go ahead with your question.
Sir, you are saying go back to your modeling, sir.
Okay, I am back to my modeling. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are saying that this doctor now has made it both cross filtering, but
Yes, yes.
I'm trying to just confirm something that I said that now
Mm-hmm.
anybody that is passing through visits
Can
can cross
enter
filter
doctors.
inside.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
but now you now said that anybody doctor cannot enter branch
Doctor
because branch
cannot
is
go to
just
branch. Yes, because if you follow the line, see one goes. This one makes it enter, but it cannot go out.
mm,
But from here, this one, look at this angle. See this direction. Direction enters, isn't it? When it's coming, you can see another forward. You can forward. But branch cannot filter patients because when you go like
okay.
this, if you look at patient, it is opposing it.
Oh, okay.
You get it now?
Yes, yes, sir.
So that is how you think about it. Think of it as a flow of water, a flow of river. Is that understood? Oh yeah, promise. Your turn.
Thank you,
Amina, do you
sir.
understand?
I understand.
No, wait. Amina, do you understand what I've explained?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay, good. So promise, go ahead.
Thank
Okay, sir. From the what she said earlier, we're able to use the slicer to also confirm because from the relationship they always say we
Yes,
should confirm, even if it is
yes.
our BI.
That
So the
is
branch and the department were
yes.
connected to the doctor.
Yeah,
Doctor
because
already linked
yeah,
to the
because they have
visit. So
branch ID and department ID.
yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So is it okay to maintain and just leave it like that?
Yeah, leave it like this. This is how it's supposed to be. This is the perfect way you can do it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Do you understand? Because the truth is, one
Yes,
day
sir.
you might want to use department to filter doctors. Actually, do you
Yes.
understand? And you might not want to use the
Yes, sir.
department inside of visits to do it. Do
Okay.
you get?
Yes, sir.
you. But you could still do this branch and doctor separately.
Yeah, but it will not make
Just
sense.
like
It will not. It will be
yeah,
ambiguous. It will be
yes,
ambiguous. Uh-huh.
yes.
We did it. We started that here, but it was ambiguous. It was showing me ambiguous. Okay. Any other question? I think I've responded to everybody's question. Can we start? Can we continue now? Okay. So now we have done all of this as well. So promise, based on what you said, the validation that we are doing is with the what's it called? The validation we are doing is the validation that we are doing with all this page. This page we are doing is what we call for data validation, not anything pertaining to our data set yet. We're only validating the model. And the best way to validate the model is by using one, use your slicers, two, use your year to validate and confirm for what? For the date part. Do you understand? Mhm. So let's conclude. So let's continue. So we've done all this. So today our main function is to write the DAX. So we're not just going to do one or two DAX. We're going to do as my battery. Oh, hmm, sorry. Oh my God. Never pay attention. Okay, it's charging. So now, like I was saying, we're not just writing one or two DAX. We are putting everything together. So every measure that the Banky Hospital is going to need, by the end of tonight, we are going to make sure that it is ready in our model. Now, I want to say something before we start, and that is that in phase two, when we were working with the Nigerian full set data sets, right, we were following instruction. So this time around, every measure that we are going to write, I want us to look at our BRD, the one that we have done ourselves, and ask ourselves which question that DAX or that measure is going to do what is going to answer. And that is what as a real analyst is going to do. So I don't even just do you don't have different measures all over the place. We do not write measures because they are interesting. We write measures because we need them to be able to answer specific business questions. Is that understood, everybody? So now let's let's move. So tonight we are going to be doing these three blocks. The first block is we are going to start with the foundation measures. Now these foundation measures are going to be the numbers every visual in our dashboard will be built on, right? Numbers like total revenue, total visit, average bill, average loss, all of them. We're going to do all of that. Then we're going to move to the second block, which is the time intelligence measures. These are measures that allows us to answer questions across the trends, across the years, the timeline that we have 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, right? Across the year, the time intelligence, we're going to do that. Then the last one is the ranking measures, right? These are measures that tell us who is first, who is last, and it allows us to be able to filter who the top performer is. For example, some of you wrote in your BRD that I want to know the best performing doctor or the best performing branch, isn't it? Or the revenue by zone. We're going to be doing all of that together. So I want you to open your BRD somewhere and let us look at how the DAX we are going to be writing, how it is going to map to one of our 6 analytical questions that we have done what? That we have noted down. So let's start our class. Now, the first part is the foundation, right? And this foundation is very, very important because immediately you get these foundations right, all our other measures are going to be built on them cleanly. So we don't need to have any problem. Now, but before we go, it's always good that we have a measures table, right? It's for us to have a measures table such that we have all our measures are always going to be inside that table alone. Are you following me? All our measures is going to be what? Inside the table alone. Now, if you look at here, I try to just put a simple way for you to create a measures table. No issues. Just go to your Power BI, right? Go to table tools. You can click on new table and then you can just do what? Put it like this and just say enter. So once you do this, you have your measures. Can you see it? As simple as ABC. No hanky panky, nothing. Very easy. It's just there. Please, do we all get that? Do you get how I did that, everybody? Do we get how I did that?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So that's so like this, we've created our measures table. So it is inside this measures table that we're going to be putting all our measures. Are you following me? Now, once we are done with that, some people might ask, Mr. Bankole, why did you not put underscore here? Let me just quickly talk about it. The underscore is because I want it to show at the beginning, up. I want it to show at the beginning because when it's showing at the when I put that underscore there, it makes it like there's nothing before then underscore. So when it's arranging it, it will arrange the underscore before the remaining ones, and that is why it is there. And all of these are not here. Are you following me? Good. So the underscore is going to be there, which makes it to be at the topmost of everything. Then every other thing is going to come down under it. Are you with me now? So now let's now start our building our foundation model. What are the things that we're going to be building? Now I want everybody, what are the basic measures that you think we should build? What are the basic measures that you think we
Total
should build?
revenue.
Total revenue,
Total
yes.
revenue.
What else again? Total revenue. Oh yeah, let's start with total revenue. So how do we build
Average
total?
The average revenue.
Okay, let's do total revenue. So how do we start with total revenue? What do I do? First of all, what is total revenue? Is it a measure? Is it a calculated column or is it a table? And why? Oh yeah, the total our total revenue. Is it a measure? Is it a table? Is it a calculated column? Let's go, let's go.
Calculated
as a measure.
column.
Who is saying calculated column? Let me know so that I know who I'm calling now. Judith said
I say
calculated
it's a
column.
measure.
Wait. Who is saying is calculated table? Who is saying is a measure? You come and defend yourself. So I know whether I have trained you properly or not. So yeah, let's go. Judith, you say it's calculated table. Why? I mean calculated column rather. Why? Hello, Judith.
Huh?
Yeah, you said it's calculated
Hello?
column. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, I said it is a calculated column because uh, we are generating that from getting the total, the sum of that particular column.
Hmm. We are getting it from the column. I'm not confused as what you just told me. No. Yeah, you're about to you want to pajak me, no, but no. No. You want to scam me with what you just said. No, no.
I really need to go back and do just watch these
You need to go back, oh.
tutorials. Yeah,
Or else I'll take my
I
koboko.
my information is really scattered everywhere. The
Okay.
knowledge that I have.
Okay. Oh yeah, promise, you said it's measures. Why is it measures?
Yes, sir, because from the visit table, which is the
Mm-hmm.
fact table, it already has the bill amount there. So if it's a calculated table, that means maybe they're giving you the quantity and the
Mm-hmm.
sale. So you now do multiplication to give you your calculated table before you now get your total sum. The reason why I said it's a measure, the amount is already there.
Mm.
So
Mm-mm. I
it's a
don't.
measure. So I don't really like what
You are correct partly, oh, but the what I want to hear from all of you, I'm not hearing it. No, another person, another person. Why is it a measure and not a calculated column? Who want to go?
so we already have a column for the bill amount.
Mm-hmm.
So we cannot have another calculated column again where we already have it in the details.
I could do. What if there was no what if there was
Yeah.
no what if I wanted to let me go to it. Where is it again? Visit, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
Because we
Let me
already have
see.
bill amount, Abby. What if I
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to multiply it with this one?
Then you can have a calculated column, sir.
So why measure now?
We use measure for what? To
For
calculate for aggregates.
exactly because we want to perform an aggregation. We want to have a single result across
Yeah.
the whole stuff. We are not creating a new column entirely. Number one, that's the reason. Are you following me, Promise and Judith? We are not creating a new column, but we want to have
Yes.
a single result, an aggregation of that column. That's why we use measures. Measures will give you a single result like this, something like this, something like this. These are explicit, implicit measures. The one we want to write now is explicit. I think I've not even mixed match it. Are you following me, Judith? Are you following me, Elizabeth?
Yes, 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 I'm
Promise.
following.
Promise, do you get it?
Sir, please can you explain again?
Because we want to perform an aggregate on all of this. That is why.
Yes,
Not
sir.
because that we are not creating. One, yes, it is true that we are not creating a new column. But because we want to add up 7,000 plus 9,000 plus 6,000, we want to sum all of them together. Are you following? That is why we are using what? A measure. But if we want to create a new
Oh,
column
okay.
from this, a new column, then we use what? Calculated table. I'm sorry, calculated column. Is that understood?
Very well. Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. So let's continue. So how do I now write my DAX now? What DAX am I going to use?
Sum.
So new measure, yes. So we say total revenue.
Sum
Total revenue
equals sum.
is equal to what? Sum tab. So what is the column now? We are working with what?
The visit. The visit. Bill amount. Nah.
Bill amount.
Bill amount.
Bill amount. Good. Then we close the brackets and we press enter. And then we have our total revenue here. So let's go into our column. Let's bring it out. Let's see. We have total revenue, isn't it? So if you look at it, it is also 7.781 million, just like our what's it called? Our implicit. The explicit, they are both the same thing. But what do I notice now? This one has value, this one does not have value. So what do? We can come back here and we can give it a what? We can give it a we can give it a value. And then it will have it will also have its own value. You can see it now. As simple as that. So let's continue. What else again?
Average.
Average rev-
Hmm? Average what?
average revenue, sir.
Why do we need to calculate average revenue? Why do we need to calculate average revenue?
We can do average revenue for the different regions.
For the different regions? So we should do average revenue. Abi? Good. So how do we do average
Yes, sir.
revenue? We go again is a measure, right? So we call it average revenue equals to what? How do you do it? Since we already have total
Average.
revenue, we don't need to do average again. Since we already have total revenue. So now before we do it, this is how we do it. You know that what we want to do is we want to know the total number of average is the total revenue divided by the number of visits, isn't it? So you will not do this first. So instead of total revenue, average revenue, start with total visits. Are you following me? So total visits will be what? We are going to say what do you want to do with total visits? We want to know how many visits, how many visitors we have or we had, right? And what is that? What aggregate function is that?
Count.
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 Count rows.
Good. But in Power BI, what do we use? Count or count rows?
Count rows, sir.
Count rows.
Count row. Why do we use count rows and not count? Mr. Bankole has come again. Oh yeah. Why do we use count rows and not count? Oh yeah.
So I think count we just count the only the rows that have only the rows that have
Numbers.
numbers or
Numbers.
something.
Yeah, numbers.
No, wait.
Only the rows that have numbers. Okay, that's what count we do. What about count rows?
Count rows will count everything. So I think I don't remember. So I think count is for Excel.
Count rows will count the rows in a table.
Count
Count,
rows.
count only counts non-blank values in a column. But why
Count
count
A.
row? Why count rows? Count every row. Take note of it oh. So count rows. Count rows of what?
Sorry, this is
Visit table.
Visit ID
Hmm.
or visits. So the other part of it is that what? When we use count, when we use count rows, does count rows work with a table? You can see that count row is telling you that we count the rows in a table because count rows work directly with the table, unlike count that work with the column. Do you see it now? So this one count everything in that column, I mean that table, and that's what this one will do. So let's put it to action. Where is that one? This was it 15 before. So let's bring it again. Where is it? Total visits. You can see we have what 16, but here it's saying 15. Why? Because if I click on it, I think it has zero decimal place, whole number. If I make it two decimal place now, you can see that it is the same thing. 15.5, 15.5. But it's, you can leave it as the two whole number. So even the money too, let's make money too in whole numbers. It's two whole numbers actually. Because we're talking about money. Sometimes there can be cover this thing. So better. This is much perfect. Good. Now, are we following everybody? Are we moving? So we've done total visits. Now the next one that we're going to do, yes. Who asked the question? Amina, tell me.
So I noticed something with your Power BI.
What happened
Whenever
to
you
my
click
career?
on whenever you click on your card, it shows
Yes.
your format table where you get to change the format, decimal point, and everything. But I
Yes.
don't know, on my
No,
own,
it is
I have
not
to
when
go
I
to
click.
the
It is not when I click on my card. It is when I click on the measure here. If I click on it here, that's when it will show it. Do you see? Look at this. If I click on
okay,
the card,
okay,
it's not
okay,
showing it. But if I click on it here,
okay,
it will show it.
okay, okay, so
Perfect. So the third measure now is the one that will not dependent on these two. So what is dependent on these two is now the what? The average. So how do I do it? New measure again. This time around is what? Average bill or average what should we call it? Average bill per visit, right? Per visit like this. We can make it like this. Are you following? So average bill by visit. What is that one? What we want to do is that we want to divide the total row, the total revenue by the total visits, right? So what we'll now do is that we'll just put comma. If the answer is going to give us unlimited or something, or it's going to give us something that is not making sense, You can see it says we use this to undo what's it called? Divide by zero case. So if it's going to give us error, this alternate result will just make it zero, such that if there's any issue, it will just give us zero. If it is undividable or something like that, so just make it zero. So this gives us the average bill per visit. So now if you take it again, I will look at it here. I will bring it inside the fold. So we also have it as well, the average bill per visit. So let's see it in action. It's not showing anything now. Why is it not showing anything?
So instead of going through this divide, can't we just do our normal average function?
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, you want us to use the average function? Okay, let's do it.
Mm,
Very easy to use divide. Ah, sorry. I'm delayed about funny. Total revenue
meant to be opposite, right?
is supposed to be after divide. Supposed to be total revenue, comma, total visit, comma, then zero. Close the bracket, enter. Mhm. Now, where is it? So let's see it now. Perfect. So that's done it now. This is the perfect way to do it. This is the perfect way to do it. I used, instead of me putting comma, I put slash there because I was thinking, yeah, this thing. Oh yeah, let's use. You want us to use average, Abby? Right? You say we should use average now. So let's try that
Let's
one.
try it, sir. Let's
New measure average visit one. So it's equal to average. Average of what? Average of total revenue, Abby.
average the total revenue. Yes, sir.
So you can see that total revenue
Not
is not a this thing. Total revenue is not a column, it's a measure. Do you see it now?
so let's use the
So
yes,
what you're
sir.
going to do is you're going to use average. Now
Visit.
there's average A and there's average X. So average X is for what? What do we use average X for? Can somebody know? Or what are you saying? Promise. You cannot choose total revenue actually because it is not a this thing. It's not a measure.
I was thinking we still reference the
You can't.
visit the bill amount.
No, no. All you can do is average sum of average sum
Oh
of.
wow.
You can see now. So if you are going down, that's why you need to understand all these things. Do you understand? So you want to do average sum of revenue now. Bill. What's it called? Bill amount now, isn't it? Oh no 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 no. Wait. That reminds me. We can say average
Mhm.
of
Kind
bill
of.
amount like this, right?
Yes.
Average
Yes,
of
sir.
bill amount like this, rather. Enter. So let's see. So where is it? Should be this one. Yes. So you can see it's the same thing. So that's correct. I was looking at. So you can use that method, but me I like the second method because it undoes the non-zeros. Actually, that's the reason why we like to use it. So what else again? Which other measure do we think is primary? We're already building up the dashboard small small. Yes or no? If you look at it. Oh yeah, which one again?
Total number of patients, right? You can also add that.
Total number of
Okay.
patients. Okay. Total number of patients. So how do we do total number of patients?
Instead of us doing total patient, can't we just go straight to the point by total inpatient, total outpatient?
You can say now. We're already splitting, isn't it? We're already splitting, isn't it, everybody? Now, oh, yeah. So which one do you want to agree that we should do?
Total patient takes care of both. So I was thinking if you have total patient when we were doing the analysis, you can, I don't know.
Do we have patients table? Yes, we have patients table. So now, if you want to do total patients now, where are we going to pick the patients from? Is it the total patients that is in the visit or the total patient that is in the patient's table? Hmm.
Patient stay.
Why?
From the patient.
Huh? Why? Why? I need to know why.
The patient tables, that's where you have the ID, the patient ID. So I think it's safer to use that.
Okay. Who is supporting? Those in support say aye. Those in
Okay.
support say nay. The nay do not have it though. Okay, so we want us to do total patients, right? So let's go. So we want to do total patients now. So what do we want to do total patients to do actually? Some people be like, Mr. Bankole, what is all this thing that you're writing? If you're like that, raise up your hand. Let me see. Nobody's like that. Daniel, Benga, Kadesh, Olive, Omobolanle, you're not like that. So you understand what we are doing. So we have total patients, right? So how do we do total patients again? How do we do total patients? So I'm not
COUNTROWS.
going to assist you.
Uh,
You will tell me.
so
Mm-hmm.
sometimes these things count if by using the patient ID.
So
So total patient will be equal to distinct count and in
distinct
brackets.
count. Bao, why is it distinct count when we are on patient table?
You can use count, sir. Yes, I can use count. Sorry.
Why are we using count? If you use count, what do you want to count? Why count?
But counting the number of patients that visited the hospital between the time frames. Sir.
Now you see now that what I'm asking you now. Let me show you something. You don't understand when I was asking the question that I asked earlier. Now this is patient table. Abi, are we counting these patients
Yes, sir.
or we are counting the patients in visits? That is where my question starts from.
You're supposed to use count rows
No,
because
we're
each row
counting.
What are we counting for total patients? You need to, if you don't understand that, if you cannot answer
patient
that question,
ID.
we are counting patient ID. Okay, which patient
Yes,
ID?
and each
Yes, sir.
Which
sorry
one?
Because
Which
we
one?
don't give
Is it the
you
patient
in the,
ID that is in patient or the one in visits? That's what I'm asking.
in patients table.
In
the
patient
patient
table.
table.
Why?
Yes.
Yes,
Because
in
you
visit
see, the
table.
ones that are in patients on the visits table, you
Mm-hmm.
see a patient could have visited more than once.
That one. Yes.
So you'll
Mm-hmm.
find that the same patient ID is appearing several times in the visit table,
Mm-hmm.
but in the patient's table, it is only appearing once.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like there's no issue of repetition in the patient's table. So
Mm.
each row has a unique patient ID
Mm.
in the ID column.
Mm. Mm. I see.
My thought also.
Your thought also. Who else? Who else has a contrary thought? Nobody has contrary thoughts. Oh my god.
So I'm lost. I sorry, I went out for a minute. So I don't know what you guys are saying.
We are discussing. I said they said we should create total patients. as a DAX, right? So I'm now asking, where are we picking the total patients from? Are we picking the total patients from the patients in the visit table or in the patients table? And why?
Okay, but when we do our clinic, then I don't think there was any repetition with patient ID under visit.
Mm,
It was the visits this thing that were. So I support patients ID under patients.
under patients. Okay, so what DAX are we using?
We are counting rows, count rows.
Count row, count rows of patients, right? Perfect.
Yes.
Enter. Okay, yeah, good. So now, what's the next thing? So we have talked about the foundations now. So the next one is for us to now go in depth into somebody was saying something about inpatients, right?
Yes,
So how do we do inpatients? So inpatient visits, outpatient visits, isn't it?
yes, sir.
So how do we do it? So let's first look at the table. Where do we have it? In visits, right? So based on the visit type, we want an explicit function for us to have the visit type, isn't it? That's what you're saying, right? So how do we do it
Yes.
now? Who knows? So is it a measure or a column? Is it a measure or a column?
There should be a measure. We are counting now. Want to know the amount of
Okay,
outpatient and
so it's a measure. Okay, so how do I write the code? New measure. Our
yeah.
the new people that I'm seeing in the class, please, do you understand what we are doing? Olive, Momo Bolade, Benga, Daniel, please raise your hand and ask questions. So there's no stupid question to ask. Oh, so that you understand what we are doing. Oh yeah, how do we go? We want to do total inpatient now, Abi? Or let's say inpatient visits. Inpatient visits. Let me put underscore there. Mhm. So who will tell me how we do this one? Okay, if you don't know the code that we're going to use, can somebody tell me how I think I will be able to do it? Like, okay, just explain how to count it. That we are not going to backward. We are going to go backwards. We are going to do backward engineering on how to write the DAX. Oh yeah, tell me. How do I know my inpatient visits? That is the question I'm asking.
You're getting the figure from the visit type or something like that.
From the
Yes.
visit type.
Yeah.
Good. So when I get to the visit type, what
Yeah.
do I do?
So to get the inpatient visit.
Mhm.
So there was one thing you did calculate or something. Then I can't
Mm-mm.
remember.
Mm-mm.
I was trying to
I'm
check
not
my
leave
notes.
DAX, leave DAX, leave the DAX first. How will I know my
Okay.
inpatient visit? This is a general question. How will I know? Okay, you know what?
That's it.
You
Let
have
me
your total number of
wait,
patients.
don't worry, don't
Okay.
worry. Let me go to the table. This is it, Abby. Patient type, Abby. So how will I
Yes.
know outpatient? How will I know inpatient? What will I do? Or what does total outpatients? What does it mean? What does total outpatients mean? It means that I want to know inside my total visits. Hello, hello. Inside my total visits, I want to know those that are outpatient or those that are inpatient. So what does that mean? It means that I want to filter from my total visits. Are you following me? Who is the person? Somebody's mic. Okay, Judy. I want to do what? I want to filter from my total visits now. Some of them are outpatient, some of them are inpatient. Do you understand? So I want to filter from the total visits, I want to filter outpatient. From the total visits, I want to filter inpatients. Now, when I want to filter on a context, what DAX do I use?
Calculate, sir.
Calculate. Calculate. Oh. Mhm. So let's go back now. So I go back to my measures table, new measures. So what I want to do is my inpatient visits. Now, the total for it is what? Is I start with calculate. What is the expression? The expression is the measure of total visits. Out of this total visits, you can see there is a filter. I want to filter something. What do I want to filter? I want to filter the visit status. Is that not the name of that column? The visit status. What do I want to filter in visit status? I want to filter inside visit status all those that are equal to what? Inpatients. Inpatients, like that. Then I
As
click
visit type, not status. Visit status is
Type,
completed and
type.
finished and not.
visit type. Thank you.
Yes.
Perfect. This is how you do it. Are you following me, everybody? So, mhm. So this is it. So inpatient visits now, calculate. Inside calculate, we have our total visits. Then visit type inpatient. So let me just copy it because this is something I'm going to use for outpatient. Enter. We have our inpatient. Now another new measure, outpatient now. Just change this one to out. Please, do you understand what I have done, everybody? So by the time I come here now, if I come here now, I can click on inpatient. I have it as a measure. I can come on outpatient. I have it as well as a measure. Right? So if I come here too and I say, okay, in the visitor, I want to pick visit type like this. And then I want to pick, let me pick total visits for visit type, make it a table. Do you see that we're having the same thing? 4157 and 1134. Can you see it, everybody? So that is our distance for you, everybody. Delete this one. Please, do you understand what we have done? Do we understand? Which other one again? Which other one again? No.
Average length of stay.
Average length of stay. Perfect. That's a good one. The average length of stay. So how do we do the average length of stay? And we know that the average length of stay is for which people? Are we going to do the average length of stay for?
Inpatient.
Are we going to do the average?
Inpatient.
Inpatient.
Exactly. It's for the inpatient, isn't it? So how do we go about it? Because we want to do the average length of stay now, we're going to do it now. First of all, we need to have the average, what's it called? The average length of stay. That is a DAX on its own, right? We have that is the expression. But from that average length of stay, we need to put the inpatient because if we use the average length of stay alone as average stay, let me show the diagram. Where is it? This is average length of stay. All these zeros, if you use average of LOSD directly, all these zeros are going to be counting in the number part because this is, even though this is zero, it will start at 1 2 3, it will count 15,000. It will divide those that have values gongo. When it's summing them up, it will add this one too as the underneath, as something that has a value. But because we don't want this to be there, we are going to change out, because what we want is we only want the average length of stay is only pertaining to the inpatients. Do you understand? So that is only 4,157 rows. So it will calculate all of these ones together. It will sum it up together divided by 4,157. That's what we do now. But if we do not put it with inpatient, if we just put average date of stay alone, it will do it all that calculation over 15,500. You can see that we have bloated it. That is why it's important that we understand our data very, very well. So how do I write our DAX now? Since we want to have an expression with a filter context, what is the DAX? We want to write an expression with a filter context. What is the DAX?
Calculate.
Calculate. Perfect. So what do you want to do now? We want to write a new measure. What do? We want to do what? Average length of stay. Right? So how do we write it? We say calculate. Calculate what? We want to know the average average visit LOS days. That is the expression, comma. What are we doing now? We want to filter for what?
Inpatient.
Hmm?
Inpatient.
Inpatient.
The visit type
The visit type. Good.
Oh, okay.
So we say
or the inpatient.
visit underscore type, right? Equals to what?
Yes, sir.
Inpatient.
Inpatient.
Like this. Then we close our brackets. Then we have our this one like this. I'm taking time to write my DAX so that it will look nice. So that when you're reading it, you'll be able to understand what is being done. Are you following me? So this is our average LOS day. We know that that's the average LOS day for the inpatient. So it calculates, we use calculate because we only want the average for the inpatient rows, not all the rows. I repeat. Are you following me? Good. Yeah, what else?
Sir, please repeat that. My network hang.
I said we are using calculate because we want to use the average of the inpatient rows, not all the rows. And we use
And that
calculate because we can use what? Filter context. We can filter on the average that we have done. So what other one do we need? Which other one did we write to?
We have discharge against medical advice and disease or something. I'm trying to check the
patient
DRSD.
outcome rate.
Patient outcome rate. That's good too. So explain patient outcome rate for us.
The turnout.
What does patient outcome mean?
Of patients with ownership.
So, patient, uh,
Is it the number of people that came during that time?
So I feel like easy.
No,
How their diagnosis go, discharged or not, like not discharged, like just people that goes or something.
Okay, so how are we going to do it? The listen.
for the outcome, the discharge against medical advice and also disease is a part of the outcome rate.
Definitely, no, it's part of the outcome now. In fact, that's
So
the
we'll be
filter.
working with visit status.
Eh?
I feel we'll be working with the visit status
The visit status, yes.
because that
So,
shows the discharge
so,
and
so,
all.
okay. So how do we want to do it?
So
Because
can we
because
get that as a
because
figure,
you also say rate. What does rate means?
percentage?
Percentage, right? That means you're going to divide by something, isn't it?
Yes.
Good. So when we are dividing, what are we dividing by?
The total number of visits.
Total number of visits. Perfect. Good. Now, you see how I asked that question now? That is how we are now going to, all of us, we are going to now bring it together to make into life. For those who
Sorry,
don't
sir.
understand,
Sorry, sir.
let's go to our table. Yes, I'm with you. I want to
I,
re-explain.
may I say something?
Yes, say it. Tell me.
Okay. Maybe for us to, I just want us to maybe understand the outcome. I don't know if is what I'm thinking is what is correct when it comes to
Okay.
outcome, because we can have like the outcome can either be deceased,
Mm-hmm.
it can either be DAMA,
Mm-hmm.
or the patient can come out fully healed. So like we can have three different outcomes. They
No,
either come
no,
out.
no.
Sorry.
When we are talking about the patient outcome rate,
Mm.
are you following me? So
Yes, yes.
the patient outcome rate basically is about um is based on the worst patient outcome rate.
Okay,
Are you
okay,
following?
okay.
So
Yes, yes.
basically, so we're going to, so if you look at it, if you pick Dama and deceased, those are the worst
All right.
outcomes. The remaining
Okay.
ones, they are positive. Do you understand?
Okay.
So whatever is going
Yes,
to give
yes.
us, the other part of it is the one you're talking about. You get it now?
Yes, I get it. Thank you.
So now we know that for those of you that are just joining, we see that in the visit status we have completed, discharged against medical advice, deceased, discharged, follow-up required, referred. All this one, they are okay except gamma and deceased. So what we want to do now is this. How are we going to write that code? We start with this. Is a measure. When I take a measure, I can start by saying, okay, oh, what I want to do is I want to calculate. I will start with calculate, right? Our expression is total visits, all the visits. So out of these visits now, comma, I want to know those visits that are those visit status, right? Visit status. Those visit status that are one, Dama, or what? Or what's the other one? Diseased.
Deceased.
But the problem now is we cannot use equal to, because equal to can only be equal to gamma. Now, so what do we do? So if you remember in SQL, instead of us to have equal to, we wouldn't use equal to. What do we use? What do we use? When we want to filter more than one record in a column. Nobody remembers. So since Dama and deceased is from the same column, we will not use equal to. What we use in like that. In then we use a curly bracket like this in Dama and deceased. So what are we doing here? Watch what we are doing. Follow it. We are saying out of the total visits, we want those that are either Dama or deceased. Are you following? This is our calculate context. All these ones now, we now want to divide it. We now want to divide it by, what are we dividing it by? We want to divide all of this now. We want to divide it by the total visit. So calculate will open and close, right? Comma. The numerator is all of the calculates. The denominator is now going to be what? Total visit again. That is how we get the rate. Then we just say comma 0. That's the alternate result. And then what do? We go down and close our brackets. So this is what we call what? We can call this one the patient what? The patient outcome rate. The patient outcome rate. So what did we do? Let me explain. What we did is that what? We counted all the adverse outcome. Anywhere where we have DAMA and disease, we counted them together. We use that as the filter, right? We picked all of that, then we now divided by the total visits. That's exactly what we did. So the formula uses the calculate function that we have here with an in filter. The in filter is used when we are checking more than one value in a table, I mean in a column. Are we following me? So you can see we put it in curly bracket. Take note of the curly brackets. If we did not do it this way, we are going to be writing equal to or in which is longer than this. Are you following me? So this is how you do that one. Then we can make it, we can just click percentage here. So the response is going to be in percentage. So let's quickly check it. Patient outcome in percentage. So 2.17%. So that means 2.17% of our patients are either dead or discharged against medical advice. That's the worst patient outcome. So let's see. Do we have anybody with question? Abdurrahim Mamina, go ahead.
Sir, give me a minute. Let me try and check something first. I
Yeah.
wanted to ask that why we using gamma and deceased. We already said the worst.
The worst is DAMA and disease now.
So automatically, if you're using divide, you get percentage.
No. I have to click percentage here. When I click it here, to automatically convert it to see this percent here. It returns the
Yeah.
value for us in percentage.
Mhm.
So yeah, let us all put all our measures. Let's try what to see what we've done. Let's pick a a a location, a branch. So let's make branch name a slicer, right? And on the slicer, let's pick one branch to confirm what we've done since morning. So let's go to Meduguri for example. So Meduguri now, Meduguri has 1004 visits, you can see. It has 23.14 revenue. The average bill in Meduguri is 16,000 naira. Inpatient 313, outpatient 1007. Outcome patient is what? 2.07%. Are you following me, everybody? So I
It
think we are.
doesn't look like it affected our outcome rate.
Let's remove it.
Oh, sorry, it does.
Uh-huh. Can you see? Good. Wow. I think tonight's class is an interesting class. Am I the only one feeling that way?
No, sir.
Okay,
You are
so
not even taking time.
wait, time has gone. Oh my
Yes,
god. Oh my
No, sir, let's
god.
continue, sir. University. Thank you, sir.
No. We can continue with time intelligence tomorrow on Tuesday now.
yes,
Let's continue with time
we can.
intelligence. Let's continue with time intelligence on Tuesday. No need to rush. We'll finish time intelligence and because that time intelligence, I might intentionally say we should use another We should use that. Do you remember that table? That this thing I taught them that day. What's it called? Ah, where you just write one code and it can affect plenty things at once. Oh, what's the name again? Not parameter. Abdullah. I've forgotten now. We are going to do it from the data model, sha. But don't worry, we'll continue from here next week. So thank you very much, everyone, for coming to class today. Please, before next,
Thank you, sir.
make sure we all have all of these measures. We have it all handy in your on your model already, right? And please, if you have any questions, please do ask on the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming to class today. I'm sorry I took extra 30 more minutes, and we'll continue next class. Thank you very much, and do have a wonderful evening. Bye bye for now.
Thank you so much.